Hey everybody, Pierre Nadeau here, and today what we're going to do is we're going to talk about why so many brokerages are moving over to Exp Realty. I had my own independent brokerage for 10 years. Before that, prior to that, I was with a huge company called Real Estate Brokerage, and when I was there, I thought, what do I need to do to get to that next level? And I got tired of paying this company, hundreds of thousands of dollars every year to be part of this company. So then what we decided to do was open our own brokerage. And as we did that, it was better than where we were, and things were great. But, there was also pain points that came with owning a brokerage, right? If I wasn't selling within the brokerage, there was not enough money to profit, right? The agents that we had within our brokerage were there to help with the expenses. They were there to help with all the things that we were spending money on, marketing and all that. But if I stopped selling it, and which we did try to do, we tried to step out of the selling process a few times, and it just wasn't profitable. There was no money at the end of the day. Then we decided to grow it even further and add more agents. And I remember one year we had something like 22 agents on our team model that we were running. And then, we looked at what we actually profited at the end of the year, and it just wasn't great. Some of the other, disadvantages that we had was training, right? Training was always a big issue for us because you had the brand new agent in the room that's looking to get their first listing, and then you have the agent that's been in the business 20 years that they're looking to scale their business, and how do they get to the next level? So when you're doing your training, all of a sudden you don't have that excitement from everybody in the room. Okay, so that was kind of some of the pain points that we had. And the other big pain point we had was we were constantly replacing agents. And because we were running a bit of a team model, people were using us as a stepping stone. They would come in, they would learn the business, they would then go into making 150 grand a year, and then they would say, hey, you know what, we're gonna go somewhere else, and we're gonna go do this somewhere where we could do it cheaper. Thanks for all the help, thanks for everything you taught me, but bye-bye, we're going, right? So that was another kind of thing that was a pain point. We'd have a great year one year, and then all of a sudden we'd lose 3 or 4 agents, and 3 or 4 of our top agents would leave, and then we'd start all over again. And it was a little frustrating, right? Because now you finally thought you had momentum, and then things would just start all over again, right? The other part, that was kind of disappointing was that, if you go out and sold, 250, 300 homes one year, January 1st would start, and you know what? You had to do it all over again, right? So that was kind of some of the things that we looked at. Now, when we looked at the overhead, that was another thing that was kind of expensive, right? Because the more agents that we got, the more our expenses went up. And, it was kind of funny because the profit would go down again, right? So here we were trying to grow and grow and grow and become bigger and bigger and bigger, but we were making less and less money all the time. So then all of a sudden, we get introduced to the model EXP, and a friend of mine decides to share the model with me, have a look at it. He says, you know what, you know anything about it? I said, no, absolutely not, but I keep hearing about it. So out of curiosity, I checked it out. Was not looking to make a move at all because, we were doing okay, or at least we thought we were doing okay. Some of the positives about EXP that I can tell you, the liability side of the business was now gone, right? EXP has its own broker of records, so I was no longer fielding calls. Okay, so we've now been with EXP just over 2 years at this time. And I'm no longer having to field the calls that I was for all the liability issues and all the different things that were going on as far as liability goes. We talked about training earlier. Well, EXP has between 40 and 60 hours of training a week being taught by some of the best realtors in the industry, okay? If you want to learn how to grow a business, you don't want to go and learn from somebody, a coach that has never done it. The people that teach within EXP University are all producers. They're all people, they're all icon agents that have actually done it, and they're teaching you and they're sharing with you their best practices on what they did. The other thing was about attracting agents. Earlier I talked about one of the issues that we had was we kept losing agents every year because I was the one personally responsible to go out and bring those agents on board, right? So we were recruiting all the time. And you always have to be recruiting, okay? The difference with the EXP model, because of the revenue share plan that they have, and that revenue share plan is basically set up where each individual agent at EXP is an owner in the company. So who works harder than the owners, right? Usually nobody, right? The owners have the most to gain, but they also have the most to lose. So they're always the one hustling and working hard and doing everything that they've got to do to grow their business. So now with EXP, instead of having, because the agents get revenue share, they now get a piece of the pie. So they want to attract other agents to the company. And we don't teach recruiting, we teach attracting. So they want to attract other agents to the company. So now they're bringing agents to the table and they're helping grow the team and they're helping grow the organization as well, because they all want to make that revenue share that they get. Okay. And basically how it works with EXP is that 50% of the money goes to the company, 50% goes back to the agents, because the agents are all shareholders in the company and everybody's happy. So once they get a piece of the pie, they've got some skin in the game, and now they want to start building their own business and also having multiple streams of income. Now, when you talk about multiple streams of income, the other advantage that we saw with EXP was that, right now when you go sell a house in the traditional model, you go sell a home and you get paid once. That's it, right? You may get a referral down the road from them or somebody, or they may decide to sell in 4 or 5 years and you might get that. But with EXP, you have multiple streams of income. So we already talked about the revenue sharing a bit. And then now you also get stocks. So when you do your first deal every year, the company gives you a stock award. When you introduce somebody to the company and you bring them over, you get a stock award for that. I remember when I was at my, the company that I used to work for, we brought over people all the time. We had friends, we wanted all our buddies working with us. We were having a good time and everything else. I never got even a gift card for that, right? So the nice thing with EXP is that they actually share some of the profit with you, and that's why people get excited. Now, EXP admin side, this was the most interesting part to us, because the more we grew and the more deals we were doing. And when we got introduced to this, we were doing on average about 300 deals a year, and we had a few admin staff. Now, all of a sudden, EXP comes along. They handle all the back-end systems. They handle all the admin, all the reporting, all the crap that I didn't want to handle, right? And not only that, but it was the stuff that we weren't making money at. So we doubled our business, and we did it with half of the amount of staff. And so that brought our expenses down. But not only that, it freed up our time to do other money-making activities, like working on developments, like working on helping other agents grow their business and coaching and teaching them, how to become better and plugging them into the EXP model and systems so that they could just become better agents. So not only, was a training there available, but it made the agents better, which made them do more deals, which in the end, helped us turn a better profit as well. The other thing that I liked about EXP was another positive that I saw was the technology. As an independent broker, I could not compete with their technology. I couldn't compete with their model, but then when I looked at the technology, I thought, okay, that would cost me millions of dollars to be able to create a technology like that. So, to have KV Core website, each agent gets their own KV Core website. And with that, that's a CRM and a lead generating website. And, they get that, plus they get DigiSign, which is our digital signature program, all the training, all the back end systems where they can upload all their files digitally. They can work from anywhere in the world from their cell phone. To have all that, and the cost for that is $139 a month, right? For you to buy a KV Core website would be, 3 or 4 times that just for the website itself if you were to buy it on your own. But because we're all partners and we're all sharing, we get massive discounts on it. So that's also helping the agents become better as well too, which is, very appealing. Now, I'm not going to lie, the passive income to me was very, very, at my age, I was looking at what's the exit strategy look like. EXP has passive income, right? A lot of people in real estate, they get into investing in properties because, they eventually want to be able to retire on the money that they're making on their properties. Well, the problem with that is most agents have a hard time saving money, right? And I've yet to meet anybody that's really good at saving money in real estate, because you're going, a lot of times, there's so many ups and downs with the market that sometimes you're just trying to catch up, and now you're trying to save money, but now you got to save all that money to buy those income properties. Well, with the passive income, by you sharing the idea with other agents and you getting a little percentage from everybody that's doing a deal, that adds to your passive income. And the numbers are crazy, and if you want to find out more, I can show you what that potential could look like for you. But the passive income was another source of form of income that, one more stream, I guess you could call it. Okay. The stocks and the Icon program, if you're a top producer, we're finding that the top producers love our company because they get rewarded with stocks instead of getting that plaque, which you can't do anything with. I used to get the beautiful plaque every year with a fake diamond to put on it, but that didn't put any money back into my family's pocket, right? As much as I love my brokerage, as much as I love the people that I worked with there, they were not helping my family's future. They were not helping me with an exit strategy. So I think those are the things that you have to look at. And I think that that's what got us so excited, is that we saw the potential there. We're in Canada, and we also saw a huge potential. 2 years ago, nobody even knew what EXP was around here. Today we have 65,000 agents. We're now the fastest growing real estate company in history, and we're very excited about where this is going, especially in Canada, because we're at that tipping point where people are reaching out to us now, and constantly, we're just trying to keep up with the flow of agents coming in and making sure that everybody is becoming successful. If you guys have any questions or want more information and what the transition looked like for me, and what it's done for us, literally, like I said, it's helped us double our business but quadruple our profit in the last 2 years. If you're interested in finding out more about that, just reach out to us, like this page and share it, and we'll see you guys all soon on the next episode.